My name is Ryan Cobb. I'm the director of an IP Counsel at Okta Incorporated. I work in San Francisco, but work remotely out of San Rafael for most of the time. So now as counsel, SBOMs are top of mind for me because it's number one, a security concern. SBOMs, provide the roadmap of what's inside your technology. So it helps you know what you have so that you can address any issues that would pop up. Again, compliance, kind of in that same space, whether it's open source compliance or otherwise, knowing what's in your software offerings. The SBOM provides that ability to make sure that you work in compliance. And then also for sales, some customers are wanting more and more of these, and the Biden executive order makes it clear that the federal government's moving more and more in that direction. So it can really help drive security and sales, which are huge for pretty much any software company. We use SBOMs for security and compliance issues internally to make sure that we're abiding by what we need to, or ensuring that we have as strong security as we possibly can. The SBOMs are going to be tougher for various companies, but internally, we would use them for security and compliance. Yeah, SBOMs can be a security concern or a security advantage. It really depends on what is in the SBOM, how much you put out. They can actually aid security because you know exactly what's in your product and where. For example, many of the problems that have popped up over the past year from open source issues, people have them in their product stack, but they're not sure where they are. So it could take companies days, not hours, to find stuff. Whereas if you have an SBOM, you internally at least know where things are pretty quickly, and that gives you the quick ability to respond. So it's not necessarily a security concern there, but a security advantage. The security concern would obviously be if you provide the roadmap to the industry, it's out there, but it depends on what you put in the SBOM, how you can work it, whether or not the SBOM is appropriate. So there is the internal security benefit to the SBOM. The external security concern is very real, but it is something that can be addressed by how you frame the SBOM. And I think SBOMs can be a huge competitive advantage for the companies that have them up and running when more and more companies require them as part of their RFP process. It's if you have them at the ready and ready to go, you can maybe get the inside track on other companies when it comes to a sales cycle. Yeah, SBOMs are definitely a team effort. So what I would suggest in getting engineering support in particular is explaining the picture of why you need them and how it'll actually help the engineers. At the end of the day, too, it'll kind of show, it'd make our open source compliance that much easier. It'll make our security of our product even stronger. So things like that kind of help frame them why we're doing this, helps them understand and see how it's actually to their benefit to have the SBOM at the end of the day. I think you need Agile Generation of an SBOM because we don't really know exactly what the strict requirements are of the SBOM for various companies, or again, going back to the executive order on SBOMs, there's still some details being fleshed out. So your SBOM may change from day to day. And then again, it's also going to vary for a cloud versus an on-prem offering. A cloud service, it's as soon as you generate an SBOM, it can be out of date because you've updated an open source component or something to that effect. So it really is important that you have the capability to more quickly and accurately generate an SBOM if needed. We use third-party products such as FOSSA allows us the capabilities to generate an SBOM.